Okay, I'm going to show you what I've been doing so far. I'm sure you're fascinated by this process that I'm doing. Anyways, so my last video I picked some items up for archetypal type things, and I picked a rag doll, and I picked some other things. I'm going to go through these. So I did make four of these pictures. And so with the archetype in mind, I did a collage. This one is, of course, my muse, which is my little Raggedy Ann doll. And this is the one I came up with. When I did the video before, I was not sure how to do the background. What I ended up doing was neither of the ones I thought about. I just did a textured background, another piece of paper. It was sort of a muted yellow. So that's what this turned out to be. So this is my little muse one. And let's put them in order that I have them. The next one I worked with was my little mule or donkey that was kind of a found object that had lost an ear, and that is resilience. So this is the one I made with. I put the little mule in the picture, and this is called Resilience. And I wrote a little story about her, and she's going into a cave, but she is resilient when she goes in. So there's a little story about her. The next one I did was, I had my prayer beads that I kept, and I looked at those, and that was a meditation or reflection. And this was the one I drew for that. This is a classic painting, and you know, it's funny, I had trouble with all of them in some ways. I was kind of struggling, but they all turned out so nice, I think. And then the last one was the young lady who burned in the fire, in the Triangle Fire, the shirtwaist factory down in New York City at the turn of the century. It's actually 1911. And her name was, I looked it up, Fanny Rosen. She was 21 years old. She had only had the job for 2 days. She gets, she dies in the factory. And so this is the one I did for her. And this was, I wasn't sure what the picture meant to me. It was more of grief. It could be ancestral as well. But afterwards, Chris rented a short, an hour video about the Triangle Fire. And it was really interesting what happened before and after. The interesting thing, one of the interesting things, was they were on the 8th and ninth floor of this Triangle building. The owners, I think, were at the top floor. I don't know if it must have been the 10th floor. Well, when the fire happened, they just went to the roof and jumped over, because went over to another roof, and they got away. They didn't even think to go down 1 or 2 floors and get the women out. They just left them there. And 145 people died, and of course she was one of them. So this is, I kind of see this as transition, maybe a death, transition, death, grief. I haven't quite, as I did it, I had a lot of thoughts when I was doing this about her, so I may write about that in the book. So here you are. These are the 3 that I did. This is the Fanny Rosen one, the girl who died in the fire. This is the meditation one. I had a lot of trouble with this, and then I picked this background paper, and everything sort of came together. And then I did the woman going in the cave. It doesn't look like a cave, but she's going into this area here. And then my little rag doll, Raggedy Ann doll. I call her Daisy, but I don't know. We'll see about that. So now I've done 4 of them, and I'm going to think of some more archetypes. I was thinking today of bravery. That was kind of nice. So I'm thinking of the archetype, or the feeling, or the personage inside that I want to flesh out. And I thought bravery would be a good one. But I haven't come up with any ideas yet, but I'm going to. So that's my progress so far. It's a fun progress. It's nice if you're going to do a collage, think about something, some kind of feeling that you want to flesh out. That might be very helpful in deciding on what you want to use for a subject or how you want to do your collages. That's my thought. So we'll keep going forward. I'm hoping to do 50 of these. 50. That would be 50. We'll see. Thanks for watching.